on the page. It's like everyone else has got their spot, and then 5th, 6th is still open. You know, there's a bit of intensity behind this matchup, and I think that it hopefully will deliver. You know, we're big fans of both squads and the way that they've been playing, but certainly as more sort of in the birth of T2 tier 2 at the moment, I think watching Heroic kind of makes us a little bit happy that, you know, players are still getting chances. I think we've maybe had a bit of time, especially over the past few years, where teams are just kind of trading top players and trying to make them work and, you know, swapping about and stuff and not taking as much of a risk on tier 2 talent. And then if they do, it's like, you know, maybe the more liquid method where they sort of pluck people that are not as well known and maybe like mechanically look good but have not really proven themselves in a team environment or whatever it may be. I think that Heroic have done a really good job here, not for the first time, of picking players up that, you know, have some history together, have also worked in many different systems. You know, LNZ, Sumpius, I think are players that have got lots and lots of experience to pull from. But we are into the action now. We were a little bit on fill mode there, of course, as we were just waiting for everything to get going, but it's underway here now.
Let's go. I'm so excited for this game. There's obviously been, you've built it. There's been a lot of tension coming into it. And there's the big man himself. Tanir will crack things open. Cadian gets caught. What a start for them. One spotted back default. Just the backpack was there. But Tanir, a second behind it. Nade will do well. A lurking Palace player with device gets a double. Hang on a moment. Youngster and X-Flower, may I say, are in a tough 2v2. Look how low Down is. Down he goes. And Yabi left in a 1 versus 2.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Just didn't have the position that they needed to help out Device. Yabi rings those nades in, not really going to do too much for him, and it's X-Cloud to come in from the side. The double swing was certainly there for Heroic. It got a bit dicey in the middle. There was a nade frag and then 2 from Device, but like I said, just no support for him, unfortunately, so Heroic will see it off.
Yeah. Well, and it's the 2 players that we highlighted as well each. You know, you highlighted XR coming in towards this one. I brought up the kind of a bit about with Tanir, and I think, you know, both of them have an incredible starting towards this pistol, what you want to see. And I think this is the beauty of how Heroic can play. They will play this like a pug if they have to, right? And they are so happy to sort of drag you in towards this really scrappy affair. You know, Stars always want to play this real meticulous style of Counter-Strike, which obviously works very well for them. But in a pug, Heroic do back themselves. They are so confident, these youngsters. And they're hitting towards B as well. A lot of other damage. That scout is tagging. The pistols are bagging as Yabi opens it up.
Yeah, this is where it's going to get a bit scary. I think a big part of the conversation will be around Astralis being a lot warmer. Having those high ceilings that we like talking about at the moment, right?